Okay, so that was our review. Now,
Indeed.
after credit sequence.
Yes!
So, for all of those of you who don't know, Guardians of the Galaxy is a thing, and it's basically the Avengers in space, only with none of the members of the Avengers, and instead some awesome dudes. But more importantly, so they set up that alien universe quite clearly. Sif and Axe Dude go into the Collector's place and it's just like, hey, we have this stone here for you, which was totally the Aether. The Aether was the power gem from the Infinity Stones. That's awesome. Second of all, the Tesseract is the space gem. For those of you who don't know what these space gems and power gems are, Thanos, the guy at the end of Avengers who did this whole thing.
Beautifully done.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
I don't have a purple chin though, is the problem.
Well, we can paint your Jim. I can Photoshop your chin in the video.
He's the last of the Titans, a mad ruler who, in the comics, uses a weapon called the Infinity Gauntlet, which gives you omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence, and basically makes you a god. And it is comprised of 6 gems. You've got the Power Gem, the Soul Gem, the Mind Gem, the Reality Gem, the Space Gem, and the Time Gem. Each individual gem gives you power over different things, but all of them together give you power over everything. So what we're going to ascertain from this is that the Aether, which was the thing that Malekith was using to turn the world into darkness, is the power gem, which basically just accentuates any power that you might have. So, like, if you give the power gem to Hulk, for example, suddenly the Hulk is even stronger and even more indestructible, and is just unstoppable. If Hulk has the power gem, pretty much nothing in the universe can stop him. So that's the revelation there, is that the Aether was the power gem, and now the Collector has that, and the Collector is clearly working for Thanos. Also, the Tesseract, which was the blue stone that Loki was using in the Avengers to open a portal, is the space gem, which gives you the power to teleport and open giant portals in the sky and all that good stuff. The reason people haven't been quite using them like Infinity Gems yet is probably because Thanos hasn't refined the Infinity Stones into Infinity Gems, which would concentrate their power and make them more easy to use. And then he'll put them in a gauntlet and kill everyone. And then the Avengers will somehow have to stop that, and it'll be amazing. So that's the repercussions of that. It basically means that this is a big old setup, because we know Thanos isn't in Avengers 2. Ultron's the enemy in Avengers 2. Ultron's awesome, by the way. I'll have to explain him for other people. But yeah, Thanos is probably maybe not even Avengers 3 territory. They could even just make Thanos way off into the future, which is great. Because since when has a film set up a villain using 7 other films? That doesn't happen.
Not at all, no.
This is unheard of, people. This is great. But yeah, that's what that scene meant for those of you who don't understand. So when he said, 1 down, 5 to go, it basically means if he gets all 6, you're fucked. You're half fucked. GG, well played.
It's one of those things that when Thanos, of the after scene of the Avengers, first thought was, alright, Thanos, pretty powerful enemy for the Avengers. They've just plucked out other enemies.
Thanos, that's cool, that'll be interesting. But now they're just
gone, we were planning that the entire time.
It's so good. But yeah, Ultron, for those of you who don't know, is also an equally powerful badass. In the comics, he was created by Ant-Man to basically be C-3PO. Basically. Yeah. He's basically there to look after prison inmates and rehabilitate them, and be also durable enough that a prison inmate that's superpowered isn't going to destroy him. So he's basically a nice guy. The problem is Ant-Man's a bit too good at his job. Because
put it mildly.
Yeah, because Ultron is a robot made out of pure adamantium. That's the same stuff as Wolverine's bones, for those of you who don't know. So he's nigh on indestructible. He's powered by a fusion reactor, not a fission reactor like we use in our nuclear powers. A fusion reactor, which has infinite power, pretty much. So he cannot be stopped by just waiting him out and laming it out. And he is smarter than the smartest supercomputer known to man, and can learn and adapt at infinitesimal speeds, unbeknownst to man. He's like Iron Man, if Iron Man was Terminator.
That's a good way of explaining it. I've never
Yeah.
seen it that way before.
But
Yeah, I can see
basically, what we're getting with Avengers 2 is the Avengers versus Super Terminator. How do you not want that? And you can't just fight Ultron. You can't just go, right, I'm going to fight Ultron head on. Because you can't stop him. Because he's faster than you, he reacts faster than you, he learns everything you do, he adapts to everything you do, and he's not indestructible and has energy beams. Like, you have pure scumbag tactics are the only way to beat Ultron.
Exactly.
Like, you just have to play dirty.
And the thing with Ultron is, because obviously they didn't Ant-Man after the second Avengers,
Yeah.
everyone's basically going, well, it's Tony Stark that's going to make Ultron.
Which is fine. Because
And-
Tony Stark is also way too good at his job.
He is.
Have
you seen the teaser advert for the Age of Ultron?
I've not.
It is Iron Man's suit turning into Ultron.
Ah! That's another one of Ultron's sick powers, is that since Ultron is so clever, and is more clever than everyone combined in the world, he builds other Ultrons. So you're not fighting one Ultron,
You're fighting.
you're fighting multiple Ultrons most of the time. And like, to the extent where Ultron created a man called Vision, a robot called Vision, who was a superhero in order to infiltrate the Avengers and kill them from the inside. What? Unfortunately, Ultron is also too good at his job, and Vision adapts so well into the Avengers that he eventually betrays Ultron and becomes an Avenger. Again, he made him too good. He suffers from his master's problems. But yeah.
There's stirrings that they might do Vision
Yes.
at some point, so this might be the gateway we're getting into.
Yeah, and the tip at the moment for who they want to play Vision is Vin Diesel. Which works way too well. Because, hey, who do we get to play an almost emotionless robot that occasionally shows emotion and is looking like a badass tank? Vin Diesel works.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel works.
Which means
Arnie would have worked if he was younger because he's very good at just looking.
Arnie wouldn't have worked.
no, Arnie wouldn't work, no. But yeah, that means that Vin Diesel will play two guys in the Marvel Universe. Because he's also Groot.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. Space Ent in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that was our review of Thor 2 and explanation of things that are happening in the Marvel film universe. Whoa!
Woo!
So yeah,
Woo!
I believe that was Geekamania.
That's Mikey.
That's Marco. See,
That's
oh
Ben.
my god!
And that's Kier.
That's Kier.
That's
Bye, guys.
That's Mike.
Avengers Assemble!
Oh!
Oh!
By the power of Grayskull.